Is this better?
All right, we ready? Okay.
Should I do it this way?
Oh, we are back for the fourth segment of the Soulcast with Kenny George. Episode 18 is almost in the can. However, that's that's industry jargon. You don't know nothing about that. No, actually, Ashley's got some questions, and I've been neglecting her. So go ahead, Ashley.
Did you ever think when you started music that you'd have a working band named after you to begin with?
No. Because when I started playing music, I was always playing in other people's bands. Up until I did the Kenny George band, even my band Alabama, I sang, but there was always another singer. There was like 6 people in the band. We split duties and kind of things like that. But I wanted, when I moved back home, I was like, I want something to be mine that I can put my music on and have the final say so on. So that's why I decided to do it, really. But that definitely wasn't in the plan at first because I didn't want all that weight. When I did it, I wasn't thinking about that.
Do you think it's a lot of weight?
Oh,
no?
yeah.
You weren't waiting. You weren't prepared for it.
If it's not a lot of weight, then I'm not doing my job.
Dude, that is so crazy that you say that because I started from the start. That's all I wanted to do. I wanted to have full control over everything. Yeah. And you're right, man. It's a lot of fucking weight, and it never ever lets up.
No, it shouldn't. I don't think it should. I think if it does. There was a while where I got really complacent, and I had friends telling me, "Is like, you need to step up your game. You're too good to be doing what you're doing."
Right.
And the guys in my band are just so damn awesome. Like my drummer and my steel player, they've been with me for 7 years, and they have done absolutely everything they can do to make us get where we're at now, where we're finally getting a little momentum and a little steam behind us. And,
yeah. But I'm excited for you too, man. It looks like y'all doing a lot of good things coming up.
We're trying, man.
And I know you worked hard to get the CD done.
Yeah, about 2 years. I just kind of touch and go, just get it done when we can get it done. Producer got sick while we were doing it. Everything costs money, and everyone knows money ain't been good lately. So
yeah.
But I like having it now because it's the same thing. You get the rewards and you get the negative aspects of it too. But at least it's mine. So if good or bad.
Somebody told me the other day, and I trust their word because they know what they're talking about. They said that the live band is taking over now. It's like it's coming back.
Yeah.
Because the internet is, you're inundated with any type of music that you want at your fingertips, download it at will. So they're kind of getting bored with that. They want to go and see live music. They want to see real musicians again.
Yeah, I'm excited about that aspect. One thing I don't like about the internet is I feel like the art medium of like the record is kind of gone by the wayside.
It is, yeah.
I miss like... That's why when we did the record, it's nothing fancy, but I wanted, like, if you open it up, I want, like, when you buy a record, I feel like you should be getting something besides the songs.
Yeah.
Which, the songs are enough, don't get me wrong, but, I like to have something in my hands. I want to see something. And I also want people to be able to look at something. I like to be able to look at a record. Say, don't judge a book by its cover.
Too.
But
I like
how many
that
times
too.
have you bought a record and you're like, that's a fucking cool cover?
Yeah, I like that too. and the honest thing is I was gonna. I'm in the middle of recording an album myself, and I was I was thinking that I would probably release CDs and those little fucking thumb drives.
Yeah.
And then put on the thumb drives, put a couple of videos.
Yeah.
And so it's just a little something extra. Now, Beyonce released her last album, and it has a video for each song. So when you buy the digitally downloaded video, you get, the audio, you get the videos too. I think that's how it works. It's pretty cool.
I'm digging the... I don't really mess too much with CDs anymore. I do all digital. I got an iPod and drawers and all that crap.
I'm all digital too. I don't have any CDs anymore.
I'm starting.
And we're sitting here saying we need to have a CD, but see, then I try to get in my own head how I do things. And what I do is I buy a CD. I'll take the Kenny George Band CD and I'll take it to my house. I put it on my laptop. It goes into my library. And then I'll take this and I'll put it somewhere, and that's where it'll stay. Except no, maybe not right now because I'm dating a girl right now that's just got a CD player in her car and her radio doesn't even work. So that's where this CD is probably going to end up. But It's pretty cool. It's nice to have something in your hand, like you're saying, you know.
Everything's really turning about that now too, though. Like even books, you can't even get bookstores are all closed, and you can't even get a book to turn pages anymore.
Yeah, all of my books are on audio, and I mean I'm an audiobook guy now.
Yeah.
I don't even read anymore.
Speaking of audiobooks, sorry, I have to throw this out there. One of the coolest gifts I ever got was my parents went to like a church yard sale and bought an audiobook of Cash by Johnny Cash, read by Chris Christopherson.
Yes.
It's like the coolest thing ever. He's doing the whole like, when Johnny was a little boy in Arkansas. You know?
Dude, how about Life? Fucking, what's his name? Keith Richards. His biography, Life. It's half read by one of his old roadies that talks like, I wrote my it. And then half of it's read by Johnny Depp in like his fucking
Captain Jack.
Yeah. Those are all not in it. You know, and I'm like, what the fuck? This is so cool. Yeah, I got it on my audiobooks, man. I mean, it's like 17 hours, but it starts out with this crazy story of them in Texas. And this overzealous fucking sheriff in this little county, they get pulled over. They had like a joint or something in the car, right? So they take him in. They're like, we're going to take down the Rolling Stones and all this stuff. They're trying to get him kicked out of the country and all this crap. They had their lawyers flown in and all this crazy shit happened. Then they had to use an American lawyer, and the American lawyer ended up getting them off. And they spent 3 days there, and it was this whole pandemonium thing. And as they were leaving, they just left the car, and the car had like 2 kilos of cocaine in the fucking door panel. And he's like, to this day, I don't know if the car is still.
Somebody's driving around with 2 keys of old coke.
Or is sitting in a garage dumpster.
It goes to like the compressor at the junkyard, and it just pops, and white powder flies everywhere.
Yeah, and the guy controlling the machine is like, whoa, dude.
God, your teeth itch, my teeth itch.
I don't know what's happening, but I got to go for a run. Dude's like 250 pounds.
Well, didn't Keith get like exile on Main Street? Wasn't that because Keith had been banned from the U.S. or whatever for drugs, right?
Yeah, they all were at one point. The whole band was.
Yeah, we were watching that. I don't know if you see that Muscle Shoals documentary.
Yes, I love that shit.
Like, well, you know, we couldn't even be in the country at the fucking time.
Right.
We were just about to do left the States.
We were going to go and resort, you know. Yeah, Muscle Shoals, man. That's a hell of a fucking documentary, man. Y'all got to check that shit out.
I want to go record there.
Yes. Yes.
Who doesn't know, you know?
Like, I don't, you know, it's crazy because, you know, people talk about energy centers. You know, I'm kind of into mystics and stuff like that. So people talk about these areas of the world where there's these energy centers.
Yeah.
And maybe Muscle Shoals, maybe there's an energy center there or something like that, because Aretha never sounded better anywhere else.
Yeah, they talk about that. Yeah.
It's crazy. Like, you know, some of the artists that recorded at Muscle Shoals, they couldn't capture that anywhere else they recorded.
Yeah, I was thinking about the other, because I've watched that documentary like 3 times, and Rick Hall, the guy who started or whatever, I mean, watching it, he has like the saddest, most fucked up life. You know, his brother fell into a vat of boiling water.
Oh shit!
And died or whatever, and then his mom turned to whoring. His dad, he finally made some money and bought his dad a tractor, and the tractor flipped over and killed his dad.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I'm thinking, like, when you're listening to that stuff, like, that he's mixing and producing on there, I was thinking about, you know, just wondering if, you know, maybe everything in that guy's life had just gone wrong, and he just put everything good he could do into that. And that's, I mean, maybe that's what made it so damn, you know, maybe he was taking the brunt of it for the rest of them.
Putting that energy into it. It's like, this is, I'm going to just lay it all out here. You know, a lot of times.
I mean, when that's all he's got left, everything else around him kept fucking dying and breaking, you know.
A lot of times that's the way you get over that shit.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to purge it somehow, and write music's one of the best ways that I could ever think of.
So, yeah, music is definitely the best therapy and the cheapest right now, so.
You got that right.
See, I like to hear emotions in music, but I also hate when an artist turns around and maybe writes one sad song and it goes over well. So then every song after that is trying to recreate that same emotion.
I agree with that. No, I don't dig that.
You can't really, That's a dangerous road too as a writer.
I think anybody that finds a formula that works and then sticks with that formula is doing themselves a disservice and the true fans a disservice, because at that point it's like Ween. I love Ween because all of their fucking albums are so diverse. Not only are they diverse, but on the albums themselves they go all over the fucking place. But they'll have this kind of common ground where they're trying to come from, and it seems like each of their albums is like this fucking theme album or something, you know.
I think if you're comfortable, you can't go anywhere and be comfortable, you know. I don't think you can really, you get complacent, and I mean, like I said, I did the same thing, man. I got to where I was happy as a pig and shit to just be playing bars and making a little bit of money. And then finally, you just get tired of it, man. You want the sound to change. I think if you're not growing. If you're not growing, then why even do it?
Kind of eventually, it's kind of just a plateau for your career, and then eventually you're just going to fade out. I mean,
well, I mean, if you look at guys like J.J. Cale, for instance, that man has been on the road for fucking 50 years, and you know he's not that well known, but he's written some of the most well known songs on the planet. And then if you think about it, you know, for a performer like me, and I don't know if you're this way, Kenny, but for me, like I want my music to go further, and honestly, for 20 years I've been pussyfooting around and not looking for my audience per se, and really like going after them. But now I'm starting to look for my audience. I'm finding them. I want that to grow. I want to have a bigger crowd. I want to speak to the people that listen to the music. But at the same time, if it was to end up that I'm 65, 70 years old and I'm going from dive bar to dive bar making $100 a night, that's what I'm going to end up doing, because I can't stop playing. I can't stop. And for me, being on stage, it's like one of those few moments where I'm pure in the moment, there, not thinking about anything else.
Oh, it's a high, man. It's really, really weird. We did I like to, kick back some beers and shots at the shows, but lately here I hadn't been doing it, man. I just forget just how much of a natural. I mean, it's almost like being fucking drunk, having that many people in front of you, because you're like, what the hell was I doing up there?
A lot of times
I'll be dancing around and doing shit I wouldn't imagine doing in my wildest dreams.
It's because of the energy they're giving you. Yeah.
I'll be driving home like, my guy's like, oh shit, I didn't touch nothing tonight, man. I'm just
you forgot. That's what's crazy. Like I've had moments where I've had a little bit too much to drink whenever, and then I get on stage and my adrenaline starts pumping so much that I'm not even fucking drunk anymore. So it's definitely a high, man.
It's a beast, man. I used to piss off girlfriends back in the day. I was saying, like, it's better than any sex you can have if you have the right show, man. If you have the right show, she's like, you just ain't been with the right girl.
I'll tell you what, it lasts longer. Oh, no.
Yeah, I got all the stamina you need on stage, baby.
Just getting on the stage with any passion. Like, I did dance gymnastics, and when you get on stage, your adrenaline's going, you're like, not even paying attention to the people watching you until you stop, and you're just like, whoa. Oh,
I love that it's either the worst or best feeling in the world. It could be both. That like millisecond where you don't know if someone's gonna clap or boo or whatever, like that whole, or if there's even fucking be anyone there.
Right.
A lot of times you play, you can't see the crowd at these bigger places.
Hey, how about Bethany? Bethany and them from Delta Cane. They just got back from tour, and she said they were in Virginia somewhere. I can't remember exactly. I'm sorry. Forgive me, Bethany, for not getting all the details right. But anyway, there was fucking 5 people in the club, and Dave Matthews walked in. Dave Matthews.
In Charlottesville?
I don't know exactly where, but it wasn't Charlottesville. I would have remembered that. But he walked in. He saw him. He sat there, had a few beers. He tipped him $40. He talked to him and walked out. And he's like, y'all sound good.
Bethany, you lucky girl.
I know, right? I was like, you bitch.
I love Bethany too, man. That girl's got some pipes.
Just tap in, still trying to make sure it's like actually just happened.
Yeah, like holy shit, I can't believe it.
I'm trying to get something I can work with Bethany on too.
I've been trying to get with her too.
Mr. Henry Wynn's on this record. He plays the fiddle on the 3rd track on Not Slipping Away. That's always a beast.
Oh yeah, ridiculous. Oh yeah, he's very humble as well. That's what I enjoy about a musician like that. But he's very accomplished.
So you got a lot of fiddle players.
And then his dad. Forget it. It's ridiculous. Well, I'm coming to the end, and I don't want to do it, but we're going to give Ashley one more question, and then we're going to end this up.
First musical influence.
Ooh. I don't remember which record I got first. I remember the first like two CDs, I guess. I agree. Jackson Browne calls them records because they're records of events, and I've got always like stuck to that, so I still call them records. Is either Eric Clapton Timepieces or Eagles One of These Nights. And I remember the first concert I ever went to was Eagles Hell Freezes Over reunion tour. It was like the third show they did after they'd been back in Charlotte. I was like 10 years old.
I went to the Clemson Stadium that same year.
I went to the Blockbuster Pavilion in Charlotte.
That's fucking awesome.
In like '94, and that was the first concert I ever saw. And
that was a killer show too.
Oh, we were nosebleed, and the tickets then 20 years ago were $100 plus for nosebleed seats to see the Eagles, and I remember them doing one of these nights and loving that damn song. And my dad bought me the record and the shirt from that tour. They had them on sale. I still have this damn youth medium one of these nights T-shirts when I was a little kid. Like I'm
That's
never
awesome.
Never gonna wear it. Yeah, the Eagles and Jackson Browne and Eric Clapton were like the first real big three that I was like, oh, they actually are doing something. Timepieces was big. Like because it had
it was excellent.
Had
all the
Lay Down Sally.
Yeah,
and
all the Eric Clapton shit is Bell Bottom Blues.
24 Nights, that double live album. That's where I heard Bell Bottom Blues. My mom gave me the cassette because I had this red Walkman I used to carry around, and I used to just walk around just belting Bell Bottom Blues.
I love that fucking song.
There you go.
Man, it's been a pleasure talking to Kenny George today. I'm definitely going to have him back.
Thank you for having me.
What do you have coming up, and where can people get in touch with you?
Ooh, okay. This week, I probably won't be up this week. We got the American Aquarium Show coming up July 24th at Sky City. August 22nd, we're at the Country Club right here in Augusta, and September 19th, we got the Montgomery Gentry Show out there at Lady Annabelle, and we're doing the night after that we're doing Zach Brown's Southern Ground Social Club in Sonoya.
Cool.
Those are the
Hell
big
yeah!
ones.
That's cool.
There's some good food up in that motherfucker too.
Oh man, it's amazing! It's the best.
Crazy
food.
good.
I remember the first time we went there, like Brooks hadn't gone. Or first time we brought Brooks there, he hadn't been there, a bass player, and he took a bite out of his food, and it's like a 3.5 hour drive to get there.
Yeah. It's worth it, though.
Yeah, he took a bite out of his food, and he sits it down and goes, worth the drive.
No doubt. One bite, motherfuckers.
But,
all right, man.
Checks out at KennyGeorgeBand.com, too. Sorry, I had to throw
KennyGeorgeBand.com.
the plug in there. So.
That's good.
Gotta get the plugs in.
Ashley,
Always.
you got anything coming up?
Well, Paul has a new project with Leadfoot, which he actually premieres as their frontman on July 26th at the Zone in McDonough.
At the Zone in McDonough. Check it.
We're just going to get ready to go hang out
That's
at Rock
right.
Bottom Music.
That's what I'm talking about. Around musicians and musical instruments. You can't beat that.
Yeah.
Except I'm going to drink beer and edit video.
So I might join you on a beer there.
You know what I'm saying?
I think I'm about to go.
I'm going to go drink with Kenny
I don't get
George.
invited anymore, dang.
You're more than welcome. I just got a text from Mr. Philip Lee, so hopefully he's going to join me at the
That's
Whiskey
what's
Bar
up.
for some lunch.
See, that's what we're doing.
That's
bitches.
another talented
See us
guy.
downtown. Philip Lee's, he's been on the show a few times.
Yeah.
He's a good guy.
Check out Philip Lee.
And I'm gonna play sad country songs on the way out, and y'all check out Kenny George Band. And if y'all want to mail the show anything, catch us at thesoulcast@mail.com, and we'll see y'all next week. Peace.
Told them once, I told them 1,000 times. It's Spinal Tap, then Puppet Show.
Warning, you will never be the same because you have been listening to the Soulcast with your host, Happy Bones. We'll see you next week.